Hey guys, we are here with Wrath of the Fire God. Now, what does VR need more than another wave shooter? Another archery game. This one's on rails. So we're going to take a look at this. It actually looks pretty interesting, sarcasm aside, as far as the trailers go. So I figured I'd take a look at it. I think it was 15 on Steam. Actually, let me go look really quick, and I will tell you. Let me pull up the store page over here and take a look at it. It is $14.99. Yes. All right, so it is 15 bucks, guys. And I just ran through some gameplay. Forgot to hit the record button because I derp. But yeah, so I just ran through here, and between the two of these levels, probably not quite worth 15 bucks at the moment. Each level's pretty good. And they are adding more, so if you're buying into the promise of more levels at this quality right here, then yeah, it probably is worth the 15 bucks. But let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay really quick. I'm going to try it on hard because I'm a masochist. I ran through on normal and got a pretty decent score, so I'm going to bump that difficulty up and see how badly it kicks my ass. And we will teleport in. Oh. Through many generations, your people have protected the 5 fire gems, and in return, the gems gave your people peace and wealth. The firestorm that ravaged your village hid within its flames the fire god himself. He has taken the gems, and with them he schemes to become more powerful. Go forth into the realm of the fire god and bring back the 5 gems before it's too late. Dun dun dun. Alright, now we teleport into the game. And actually, I kind of like this intro area. Maybe a different skybox other than just the all black, but I kind of like that menu area. It would be nice if there was a actual menu where we could adjust settings. My gold is not persisted through game sessions, which I find interesting, but we'll go over that later. So grabbing the bow, the first thing... Oh. Yes. So the first thing that I'd like to point out is that the way I would naturally hold a bow in most archery games has been like this. And you can see that it's not angled the right way. I have to like cock my wrist back. My arm is going straight out, and then my wrist is bending this way so that I can get it flat to where it needs to be. I would definitely like to see a menu option to adjust the angle of the bow, or maybe just, when it's sitting there and you're supposed to grab it, however you grab it is what its natural position is. It just becomes awkward and tedious to hold it in the appropriate direction. So, alright, reach over your back and grab an arrow. So just like most archery games. And we can smash the pots and get gold. Get all of the pot. No, not that pot. And then some of the stalactites you can smash, and it actually counts those at the end of the map. Alright, so I think that's all of the pots. I missed one last time. And we have some gold. Now, I don't know what the gold is for. Let's get started here. Alright. Let's hurry up and grab all this stuff before enemies start spawning. Like him. Oh. It also tends to pull to the right for me. I don't know if that's just me or what. It's probably just me. Oh. Green guys take 2 hits on hard. Or a headshot. That is going to be more difficult. On normal, the green guys died in 1 hit anywhere. It does track headshots, and headshots do much more damage. You can actually shoot the projectiles too. Yeah. Screw this. There's a lot of collectibles in these maps. So if you're a collector and you want to go through repeatedly and get all of the things, this is going to scratch that itch for you. They do get farther away and harder to hit, I promise you. This is just the opening intro area. Oh, almost on cue. Alright, collect all of the things. Am I missing any things? I hear him somewhere. The positional audio, for the most part, is pretty good at indicating what direction enemies are spawning in, which is very nice because you start getting pretty crazy with the spawns later in the levels. No, no, no. Damn it. Alright. Am I missing anything here? Do you guys see any unlockables? I do not. Huh. Can I hit that from here? Nice, first try. Let's break these while those show up. That's that hitting the projectile. Almost supposed to scroll. You're not allowed to taunt. I mean, act all smug if you miss. Stop missing. These this time. Nope, nope, nope. I don't think I got those last time. Again, you're not allowed to taunt if you miss. I guess that goes for me too, because I keep missing. Damn it. Do not dodge into the arrows. They don't need any help. Alright. It would probably be better if they came alive sooner. By better, I mean more challenging. give you far too much time to just sit there and shoot them. And I'm obviously not hitting that stalactite, but it is counting. So some collision box detection issues. Nothing too major. It's just really, I think I've noticed it around these stalactites. Oh, shit. So it'd definitely be an issue there because of that stalactite. Would block all three of them and make it very difficult to hit them. I like the whole idea of being able to shoot the projectiles out of the air, and you get rewarded for it. Oh hey, there's a scroll. Adding that extra skill level and then reward for executing on it is nice. Alright. Can I shoot that from here? I can! I did not fail. At least not at that. I got most of those gems. There's a scroll over there. Anything up there? It would probably be better if these guys spawn here instead of while I'm up there. Alright, so this, you can't shoot through that fire, but the enemies can. Which I find upsetting. I don't like when the enemies do not have to follow the same mechanics as the player. Alright. Of course I can't get a headshot on him. You are foolish to have ventured into my lair. Now you are trapped. You can go nowhere. Rise what lies beneath. Consume this fool. Alright, got him. Consume this fool with I don't know what he said. Not sure what the difference between these are. They both seem to be frosty arrows. He's much closer in hard difficulty. He did not come out that close before. Seems to have quite a bit more health. I think by this time last time he had spawned his buddies. This phase of the round is fairly simple. That's it. GG. Goodbye. And now I get my green little crystal flower gem. So, I mean, each level is pretty long. There's quite a bit going on. Hey, I made it onto the top 10 list. Look at that. Number 2. Second only to Steve.raffle. Completion 89%, accuracy 79.9, rank D. Number 2, top 10, rank D. This game has some high standards. Like some really, really high standards. Alright. So we get to see how many of what we took out. 97 of 125. I don't think that I missed any of them, so I'm not sure how those other 100, or not 100, but those other 28 enemies show up, or where they would show up, since, you know, pretty sure I got everything. Same with these guys. I don't think that I missed killing anyone, but I'm at 57 of 72. That doesn't seem right. Yay, I got all the gems this time. I missed a couple of piles of gold. I missed a couple of scrolls. Maybe that's why I got that D ranking. Actually missed a couple of pots. Got all the stalactites, everything else. 144 headshots and projectiles. Nice. Alright, so let us go ahead and continue. Get our little teleport mechanic thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at... So, one of the things I'd like to take this moment to point out is that there doesn't appear to be a use for gold. At least not one that I have figured out. I can't seem to do anything with it. It just is there for points. Yeah, so I guess we will grab... See if I can grab it at a... No, I still can't grab it at a different angle. Even if I... So this is how I would expect to hold it. Like this. But you end up having to hold it more like this, which is rather uncomfortable. So let's go ahead and grab our collectibles, as many as we can right now. Because we are headed down into the depths. And we're not going to get another chance at these. So, in this level, we start seeing the assassins. For some reason, my first go around, I could not hit them for the life of me. I don't know what it was. My aim was just piss poor when it came to them, and I didn't actually kill one of them. We're going to rectify that here. And there's a gem down there. Another pot. Fill all the pots. Right in between all of the gold piles. Could I suck more? Probably. Jesus. Alright. I think that about does it. I'm not going to try and hit those pots down there. I'll wait until I get down there and probably miss them all because this level gets pretty chaotic. I do like to pull to the right when I'm shooting. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I do. Alright, screw it. We'll wait till we get down there. Let's get into the game. I'm wasting too much of your time. Ah! You are a worthy foe, but forget what you seek. The second fire gem is not for the weak. My dark assassin will end your crusade. The plunge beckons. Be afraid. How did I miss those? Hello. No, I missed it. Pretty quick in this level, I think. I hear you over there. If I can't fucking get this guy. Oh, come on. It does work out your arm quite a bit. You don't think a small little Vive controller will get heavy until you've been holding it out in front of you for an hour-long game session. Whew. Did not think that I did that. There you are. Arm is pretty tired now. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Instead, it would be nice if they reacted a little bit sooner. It would be a considerable boost to the difficulty level, I think. But it would feel a bit better. Ow. I just smacked myself in the head. And that was the wall. Who is shooting? Knocked my headset off my head. Alright. Okay. So yeah, menu button does pause. I'm only 4% health. I'm so dead. Alright. Oh, what are you doing? Shoot him. I let them get you. I've been letting them get close so that they would explode on each other, but apparently they were exploding on me too. So the end of the level is right down there, which I did not get to on hard mode. But there's another boss down there. Last time I died right before getting to him too. So that was unfortunate. I was hoping I was going to get there this time, but hard actually is pretty chaotic, pretty difficult. Again, it is a bit of a workout. My arm is kind of tired, holding that Vive controller out there for extended periods of time is not super easy. But yeah, this is an enjoyable game, and the levels are decently sized. So I know it's $15 and it is another archery game, but I mean, it's all going to depend on you guys, on whether or not you think that it is worth it. I haven't found too many bugs or glitches in my playthroughs. The only thing that I would say qualifies as a bug or glitch is the fact that some of the stalactites, their hitboxes can be larger than what they actually are, causing you to not be able to hit the target, as well as seeming like the enemy's arrows can go through the fire that the face spits. I don't see one of them right now to tell you, like those things right there. The enemies can shoot through the fire that they spit out, but we cannot, which I'm not a huge fan of because of just physics, consistency, game balance. Not a fan of that. But overall, this is a pretty good archery game. One of the better ones that I've played, along with things like Quiver. This seems more of a like story-based, almost like I guess there is a story with the Fire Lord and all that. This seems more story-based, whereas Quiver is more just high score-based. Quiver is a great game, but I kind of tend to like the games that have more campaigns and story modes. Graphically, I like it. I don't think that a lot of people will like it because it's too cartoony, and there seems to be this mad push for hyper-realistic games in VR. But I have no problems with being dropped into a world that looks like this. I think that the graphics look better than what we can do with the hyper-realistic right now. So I'm all for this art style. It's very much like Vanishing Realms. It reminds me a lot of that, and I really like that game. So yeah, I would definitely say give this a try. At least take a look at it. You're probably going to enjoy yourself, especially if you are the type that wants to go through a platformer like, I'm drawing a blank here, Infamous, or like the Crash Bandicoot type games, the Spyro type games, where they've got all those gems, coins, things, and you need to collect all of them. So, making sure you get 36 of 36 here, getting all 60 pots, all scrolls, hitting all the gems, all of the money pots or money piles. If that is your sort of thing, you're a completionist, then this is probably the only VR game that I'm aware of that's going to tickle that itch for you and make you want to constantly replay these maps until you find all of those and are able to get every last one of them. The top 10 is another bug. I think. I'm not entirely sure how this is supposed to work, but as you can see here, I scored 171,000, but I was not put on the top 10. I don't know if you have to beat the level or not, or if it doesn't appear until your next go around. The last game that I played, I did not appear on the top 10, even though it looked like I should have both times. So I don't know how that works, or if that's a bug right now, if it doesn't work at all. But that's the only other thing. So as far as things that I would like to see, aside from just more content, which I think is coming, an options menu somewhere in here. I kind of like how this looks, with the pillars going off into nowhere and just the menu screen, but something to adjust basic settings, sound, tilt of the bow, so that I can hold it in a more natural position and don't have to strain my arm any more than it already is by being held out here for an hour-long gameplay session. At this point, I think I am rambling, but I enjoyed The Wrath of the Fire God. It wasn't an exceptional game, but it was a pretty good game. And in the end, it's all going to be up to you whether it is worth it. So I am going to sign off here. Please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe if you want to see more. Comment down below if you've played the game. Let me know what you think of it, and what you'd like to see the developers do. Until then, guys, I will see you later. Where is the exit button? There is no exit button. No. No. Points down for no exit button. Boo.